Hello, sparrows. Good day, darlings. What's fabulous with you today? It's this very moment inspiration. I am coming on to serve you just a little bit of juice to inspire you. Yes, I'm coming on to inspire you just a little bit today, right now. Of course, I am Valerie Miller of TVM, the Valerie Miller Double Fold. This very moment, you have opportunity to change, and I'm just going to serve you a little juice in order to do that. Of course, I'm your author. I am your conscious lifestyle strategist, right? So I just want to talk to you a little bit about you and your person, yourself. And I know it's springtime, it's right around the corner. We're in March and everything is looking great, but the weather is up and it's down, and it's great one day and it's freezing cold the next day. It's so much of fluctuations taking place. However, just prior to the new year, we were all excited because it was the holidays, and we're making all of these heart yearnings and goal settings and New Year's resolutions. All right, we're in the last month of the first quarter of the new year of 2020. How dedicated have you been to staying committed to those resolutions, especially the ones when it comes to physique? I'm going to lose a little weight. I'm going to tone up a little bit. I have got to be fit and fabulous for the summer because I've got this cruise. I've got this wedding. I've got this family reunion. I've got, a class reunion. Something is taking place to where you are now extra conscious about being fit and fabulous and looking your absolute best, right? How dedicated have you been to that vow, to that promise you made to yourself? How? I'm just asking, Sparrow. I'm just a little bit curious. Time has sprung forward. That I am excited about because it's daylight savings longer. Amazing. I'm so excited about it because I can get back out on my walks. I love taking my 1 hour walks in the morning. And it's nothing more refreshing, nothing more rejuvenating, nothing to clear my mind greater to prepare me for the day, right? Whatever routine that you may have been doing all along, or the thing that you're anticipating to start, I say start this very moment. Start now. It's never too late. Do something to make yourself feel better, look greater, be more energized, look amazing. It's all about looking and feeling amazing. And we can put all of that focus on our exteriors, right? And you mix in a little bit of self-love. Oh my gosh. You're looking good outside. You're feeling good inside. And it's exuding out. You're all the way fabulous. You're amazing. And you're feeling it. However, continue to do those things. Stay dedicated to those things. If you haven't started, start today. Start with working on your physique. Tighten that body up. It's no reason for you not to look amazing at all times. This is your temple. It's temporary. Why not take extra care of it? Because it's not yours to begin with. This is borrowed. So take great care of it, right? And definitely from the inside, eat well, get your exercise, do all of these things that are just so amazing. Do those things. I'm just inspiring you to do that. Not just that, with the self-care and thinking amazing, looking amazing, eating amazing, all of those things. Wonderful. I'm just going to layer in one more piece to that. Just one more piece, because if you are not exercising and restoring your mind beyond the affirmations of self-care and taking the time to relax, relate, release, all of those wonderful things, going to the spa, XYZ. No, I mean challenge your mind, challenge your brain. That's what I'm talking about this very moment, today. That's the juice, the main serving of juice that I'm giving you today, this very moment, right? And it's different ways of doing that. It's different ways of doing it. And it's vitally important. It's extremely important. When it's said, right, the brain is a terrible thing. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. I'm saying the mind is a terrible thing to waste, especially when you're not using it properly, especially when you're not expanding it. It's so easy to remain repetitious, doing the same thing day in, day out, taking the same drive home or the same route to work, never changing it up. Change it up sometimes, because your brain is your computer. And if you don't feed it new things, if you don't challenge it sometimes, if you don't give it something extra to work toward, then it's going to remain the same, which means you're staying the same. So your insides, from food and all of that can be amazing. Your physique can be all of that, toot, all of that. You just cut, you got all that, right? And you have your self-care down pat. I love me and I adore you, and you're giving kindness and love and care to others, right? Your life is amazing. Bask in that. However, if you are not expanding your mind, if you're not challenging your mind, it will fail you eventually. It will fail you, guaranteed. So it's no reason to be hot and handsome and beautiful, but your mind is no good. Your intelligence isn't there. Your memory is shot out. You can't recall anything. You have to have people remind you of things. I'm so serious about this, sparrows. I am so serious, right? So it's things that I am suggesting that you do to really put some focus on your mind and exercise your mind just like you exercise your body. Your mind deserves exercise, and it's different ways of doing it. Yoga exercises the body and exercises your mind. For those of you who practice yoga, yes. For those of you who don't, give it a try. You will be amazed of how it stretches your mind, your focus, your thought processes, your reception of things that you recall and remember, and how you even look at yourself as well as how you think about yourself. Your confidence level, it is just amazing. I can go on and on and on when it comes to yoga. I've been practicing it, my gosh, since I was in my teens. Love it. Stamina, balance, focus, concentration, those types of things comes from yoga. However, so many other things that you can do. I know on like your cell phones or even Facebook, they have games galore. So many games that you can play, and I've never been one to really participate in the games and things like that. I block that stuff on my Facebook. However, I am a puzzles girl. I love things that pertains to concentration and things like matching things up, or the Rubik's Cube. Think back to your childhood. What were those mind challenging games that you played the most? I love that. Checkers, what do you call it? Chess. All thinking games. And it's strategizing, focus, making decisions before your next move or your next step in life. These are things that can transition into your life, especially chess. Chess is all that. Yoga benefits you in life. Yeah. So just incorporate something new that will challenge you to think. That's what I'm talking about, Sparrow. Thinking, concentrating, remembering, focusing, anything that's going to cause your brain to expand, anything that's going to cause your brain to say, that's new. That's a new word, because what I'm doing now is challenging myself to a new word a day. It's a game, a vocabulary game. I love it. You're learning a new word every day and playing, words with friends, things like that. Perfect strangers. I keep these games going all the time. And then all of these scrambles and Scrabble games, things like that on my phone, because sometimes, because I write so much, or I'm so used to doing so many repetitious things, it's really not even feasible for me to become settled or complacent to anything, because I always challenge myself. My business is challenge based. It's love based. It's things that's going to push you to greater. So that's why I'm coming to you now, because the seasons have changed yet again, and just wanted to also remind you of what you made a promise to do. Commit to the promises that you made to yourself for those New Year's resolutions. Commit to the vows that you made. Commit to those heart yearnings that you can see in your mind, you feel in your heart, and you know can be real in life, can come to fruition. You said it. If you sincerely want it, do it. That's all I'm going to say about that. However, it's a couple of quotes I want to read you that's going to further encourage you to do your absolute best at becoming wholeheartedly fabulous in everything when it comes to you and your life, right? Retrain your brain. And there's different ways. Attend maybe a new class. Do something that's been on your mind, that you've been wanting to do. Go ahead and do that thing. Set up the class. Take time to just let go. Make a list of let go things and let them go, because that's going to make space in your mind, right? It sure is. And then be with the people that you think most about. This one's like really cool. I'm just rattling things off of what I see, because it's retrain your brain, and it just causes stimulation to make you focus on some things that probably could be looked at a little bit differently, things that that would benefit you most in your life, right? Awesome. So you're always one decision away from a totally different life. That I'll be posting in comments also, because if you make the decision to make a change, it automatically changes your life in some capacity. So be mindful of that and take responsibility of it. Another quote is, your mind isn't magic. It's a moist computer you can program, and it's all up to you. Just simply make the decision to make the changes in your life, and you'll see the changes within it, internally, externally, mentally, physically, right? And you get the result sociably in your everyday life. And when your mind changes, everything about you change. Your conversations change, everything, your appearance, your whole everything, head to toe. Okay? Last thing I'm going to say to you, by Carmen Jacob. She said, isn't it a paradox that we want the new version of everything, but we fear the change of our mind? We fear to change our mind. And it's because we're so complacent and comfortable with all of the familiars of our lives, and we only want to change certain things. However, in reality, in order to change one thing, it requires changing everything to a certain level. That is a fact, especially doing the work that I do and working, with the different clients, men and women alike. Change encompasses everything from head to toe, mind, body, spirit. All of it is necessary. And that's all the juice I'm going to serve you today. Stay true and committed to the vow that you've made to yourself already. And you'll see the benefit when you commit to it, when you're consistent with it, and then the beauty blossoms, right? However, my juice of extra that I'm serving you today is to incorporate exercises of the mind. Keep your mind strong, keep your focus strong, your concentration. Challenge your mind as often as you possibly can, because the older we get, we start losing the functions of it. So the more you can feed it now and challenging yourself often, then you'll see how beneficial it is later, right? Hey, not even so much later, right now, this very moment. You know, I say that because we have our parents. If we're blessed to still have our parents, we're so caught up with what we're doing. We're celebrating our birthdays. We're celebrating so many things. But as we're getting older, our parents are aging also. And we start taking looks at things a little bit differently when we start seeing the changes in them. We may complain about our knees cracking when we squat down, stand up. You know, we're exercising. You hear that crack that you never heard before, like, ooh, what is that? Oh my God. But at the same time, I'm 50 plus 1. So it's things that I'm noticing about myself. And then having to take the responsibility and take an extra notice of how my parents are doing and asking them questions. How are they feeling? What's going on with you today? So it's purpose behind everything that I do. So I challenge you to feed your mind, to expand your mind, because it's definitely too priceless to waste. So keep feeding it positive things, wonderful things, soaring it, keeping it strong, healthy, and vibrant, and it will thank you. And you'll be grateful that you did. All right. So on that note, I've served you all the juice that I'm going to serve you on this day at this very moment, right? You can sip on it. You can gulp it, as long as you ingest it. That's all I care about. That's all I care about, right? All right. So on that note, love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude and soar in all you do. I love you, mean it. Smooches.